Welcome to the Disturbing Internet Artists Iceberg. No, there's no Chris Chan on this list. I will be covering every entry on this iceberg, including the well-known ones. So if you want to skip to the lesser-known entries, go to the timestamp in the description. Also, this chart I think is kind of based on how disturbing the artist's art is. This iceberg is gonna start off with some well-known artists that have a little bit of controversy surrounding them, but nothing too bad. And then we're gonna get into the more obscure and disturbed artists. Just to give you an idea, most of the artists in the bottom tier just make extreme guru art. They're not really like controversial or infamous. They just make really weird art that I can't show on YouTube. Again, the bottom tiers are just extreme fetish content, which in my opinion makes this chart not as engaging for YouTube, but I'm still gonna try to make it interesting while covering it, and I'm gonna try not to kink shame, though if I do, I'm sorry, I'm human. I think I genuinely lost my sanity researching this video. Some of these artists' tags were so strange that I didn't even bother looking through their art. If the creator of the chart decides to make a revamp of it with more infamous artists and less random fetish artists, I will definitely cover it. Anyways, I'm bringing back the Super Mario Galaxy footage for this one, since I literally can only show 3 things from this chart. Alright, let's get into it. Meat Canyon. Meat Canyon is probably the most popular disturbing internet artist of all time. Hunter August Hancock, known as Meat Canyon, is a multi-talented internet personality recognized for his disturbing yet comedic parody animations of iconic characters. He's known for making wild and uncomfortable parodies of various cartoons like Regular Show, SpongeBob, and Garfield. Some of his animations, such as Wabbit Season and Just Beyond the Golden Arches, often blend horror with humor, showcasing his unique art style. Despite starting his YouTube channel in 2015, he gained significant popularity over the years, reaching milestones like 7 million subscribers in April of 2024. Additionally, Hancock is involved in various collaborations, has his own animated series titled Monster Lab, and shares his love for horror films on his second channel. He also co-hosts a podcast called The Cream Crew, is one half of the Creepcast podcast thing with Wendy Goon, and has made guest appearances on other podcasts. Meat Canyon has stirred controversy with his unsettling and disturbing animations. While his work is intended to be comedic, the dark and graphic nature of his content has sparked debate and divided opinions among viewers. Additionally, some of his animations have faced copyright issues, such as Wabbit Season, which was falsely removed by Warner Bros. For copyright infringement. A fun fact about Meat Canyon is that his now deleted video, Wabbit Season, was sampled by J. Cole in his song Hunting Wabbits from his new album Might Delete Later. Damn, I gotta listen to that album. David Firth. David Firth, an English animator, gained fame for his unsettling yet compelling work, including the iconic web series Salad Fingers, which debuted on Newgrounds in 2004. Using Adobe Flash, Firth became renowned for his unique approach to animation, amassing a significant following. Apart from Salad Fingers, he has created various Flash animations and contributed to projects like Screenwipe. Firth's collaborations extend to music videos, including Flying Lotus's Ready or Not, and co-writing the body horror film Kuso. His style, described as a blend of hilarity and creepiness, draws inspiration from the unpredictable nature of his dreams. He has garnered controversy for his surreal and unsettling animations in Salad Fingers in particular. It has sparked debates due to its disturbing themes and imagery. Firth's work blurs the line between horror and comedy, and while some viewers appreciate the unique storytelling, others find it too unsettling. Despite the controversy, Firth's animations have achieved cult status and have earned him a dedicated following. Mr. Davey. Mr. Davey is an animator and artist recognized for his animations on YouTube since joining in November 2011. He gained fame for creations like Smile HD and Cupcakes, which depict graphic and violent scenes involving characters from My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. These animations have been criticized for their disturbing content, which includes depictions of brutal violence and gore. While some viewers appreciate the dark humor of Mr. Davey's animations, others find them extremely violent and offensive. exclusive. He claims to have worked for companies like Hasbro, Disney, and Cartoon Network, but this information has been removed from his channel description. Mr. Davey has also claimed to reside in various locations worldwide. Several of his animations have been removed from YouTube due to copyright claims. Hot Diggity Demon. Max Gagliardi, also known as Hot Diggity Demon, has built a reputation for his distinctive style of animation and storytelling. His early passion for animation led him to create series like Spookyville USA, which showcased his talent for blending humor with dark themes. His series Jerry delved into the struggles of a working man named Jerry, exploring themes of misfortune. Pony.mov, a parody of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, gained immense popularity, showcasing Gagliardi's ability to satirize beloved characters. The series attracted a large following and cemented Gagliardi's status as a prominent animator on YouTube. In addition to these series, Gagliardi created the Brain Dump series, where he reviewed media and shared his thoughts on various topics. The show evolved over time, incorporating elements of introspection and personal reflection. He also made this FNAF cartoon, If You Know, You Know. Hot Diggity Demon has faced controversy over some of his content, including a satirical drawing titled Steven Universe, which depicted characters from Steven Universe with stereotypical Jewish attributes. The drawing sparked mixed reactions, with some praising it as satire and others condemning it as offensive and anti-Semitic. Additionally, Gagliardi has faced controversy for his edgy humor and controversial jokes in his animations and videos. Despite these controversies, Gagliardi remains a prominent animator with a dedicated following. In response to the criticism, Gagliardi addressed the controversy on Twitter, stating that he respected others' opinions but only if they were not toxic. Additionally, in episodes of his Brain Dump series, he referenced past points of contention over edgy jokes, acknowledging his previous work as irreverent shock jock, and expressing a commitment to producing more meaningful content. Exploshi. Exploshi, formerly known as Bergberg, is a Scottish YouTuber, animator, musician, and game developer recognized for her videos that emulate various outdated and nostalgic forms of media. Her content includes replicating the styles of CD-ROM games, old 3D animations, and notably her cursed VHS short series featuring parodies of well-known franchises. Initially operating under the channel name Bergberg, Exploshi's content was deemed too random and mixed, resulting in the deletion of the channel. However, she launched the Exploshi channel in early 2020, gaining significant traction during the spring and summer of that year. Her two Amazing World of Gumball parodies gained over 10 million views collectively, contributing to her channel's popularity. One of Exploshi's earliest viral videos was Scott Cawthon vs. Yandere Dev, premiered uploaded on May 15, 2020, which further boosted her channel's visibility. In November 2021, Exploshi launched a secondary channel called Exploshi Plus, featuring miscellaneous content such as memes, gameplay, additional content related to her main channel, and more. Her Twitter account actually faced temporary suspension due to Twitter's assumption that she created the account when under 13 years old, prompting Exploshi to create a backup account. However, she later gained access to her original account, while the backup account was suspended for unknown reasons. Lee Hardcastle. Lee Hardcastle is an English YouTuber, animator, and sculptor renowned for his excessively graphic and violent claymation videos. Lee Hardcastle joined YouTube on June 25, 2006, and quickly gained attention with his first video. While his initial animations involved Toy G.I. Joe figures, he transitioned to clay animation with his third video, Toilet Doom. Hardcastle has since collaborated with various YouTubers and companies, including Adult Swim and Disney. One of his notable series is Clay Cat Cinema, where he parodies horror and violent franchises by incorporating cats and summarizing the plots. Another series, Ghost Burger, follows the adventures of a mute child named John and his cousin Richard as they help John's father run a burger restaurant by hunting ghosts for meat. He also made that super disturbing Simpsons clay animation. Again, if you know, you know. Hardcastle draws inspiration from horror films, particularly the Evil Dead series, and initially used a program called Monkey Jam for animation. One of his most challenging projects was the Nightmare music video. His talent and creativity have been recognized, as evidenced by his Empire Award for his animated short, The Exorcist in 60 Seconds with Clay. Cyriac. Cyriac Harris, also known as Mutated Monty, is an English freelance animator celebrated for his surreal and bizarre short web animations, often incorporating the Drost effect. His most famous creation, Meow Mix, has garnered over 150 million views. Since 2004, Cyriac has been a regular contributor to the British website Beta, showcasing a surreal psychedelic animation style infused with fractal geometry and British themes. His animations frequently feature cats, cows, teddy bears, and sheep, among other motifs. Using a combination of Adobe Photoshop, After Effects, and FL Studio, Cyriac creates captivating visuals and original electronic music compositions. His animations have earned recognition from Wired. As a freelance animator, Cyriac has collaborated with various entities, including Coke, Sumo TV, and Grand Popo Football Club. His work has also been featured on Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, and in music videos for artists like Flying Lotus, Bonobo, and Block Party. Cyriac has received awards, including winning the 2009 E4 Eastings competition. In addition to his animation work, Cyriac authored the crowdfunded book Horse Destroys the Universe, published in September 2019. Movie Unleashers. Dane Powroznik, known online as Movie Unleashers, is a Canadian YouTube animator recognized for his South Park-style cut-off animations, primarily parodying popular media franchises like Pokemon, Five Nights at Freddy's, Baldi's Basics, and Super Mario Bros. Movie Unleashers began his animation journey on YouTube in 2008, officially publishing films in 2012. Although his initial productions faced little success, he gained traction with the creation of the Five Nights at Freddy's series in 2014. Followed by successful parodies of Inside Out and The Good Dinosaur in 2015. In 2016, the Final Nights 4 series was launched, initially receiving modest attention but later becoming popular. One of his most successful ventures was the Baldi's Basics series in 2018, which garnered significant attention. I especially remember Movie Unleashers Pokemon videos from my childhood, like Lavender Town: The Untold Story. They were pretty traumatizing videos. Despite fluctuations in viewership, Movie Unleashers remains an active animator on YouTube, continuing to create content for his audience. Shadman. You know the iceberg is dark when Shadman and Dolly Flesh are only in the second tier. Shadai Prijin, better known online as Shadman, is a controversial Swiss artist famous for his Rule 34 and pornographic art, featuring characters like Elastigirl and sexualized lollies, aka underage anime-style girls. He launched his online career in 2009 on sites like Newgrounds and YouTube, quickly gaining a cult following but also heavy criticism for his explicit and offensive artwork. Born in 1990 in Switzerland, to a Swiss mother and African-American father, Shadman was actually expelled from art school for his highly illegal drawings. He drew major outrage for sexualizing underage real people like Keemstar's daughter, and feuded with other artists over his controversial content combining goth and metal aesthetics with pornographic depictions. In 2021, Shadman was arrested in Los Angeles for assault and attempted murder. Though he claimed in 2019 he would quit drawing lolly and P-art, he did not follow through on this promise. Shadman remains a notorious figure, celebrated by some for pushing boundaries, but condemned by others for his sexualized depictions of minors. Major Klog, or Klug, I don't know. Ryan, also known as Major Klug, is an American YouTube animator recognized for his dark comedy gore animations, targeting members of the furry community whom he deems cringe. His content includes rant videos on various communities and general topics. Notable animations include the I Am Sorry series, where he sarcastically apologizes to those he's made fun of, and his ongoing series criticizing furries. He has faced feuds with other users, such as Rune, Vixen Muse, and Kahari, resulting in drama and server incidents, including hacks and nukings of his Discord server. Controversy surrounds Klug due to allegations of predatory behavior, including grooming and manipulation of fellow YouTubers. Additionally, he has expressed disdain for furries engaging in zoophilia and condoned violence against pedophiles, which is not that, controversial. But despite his controversial content and actions, Klug remains active on YouTube, garnering both fans and critics alike. Dolly Flesh. Leighton Allen Labute, known online as Dolly Flesh, is a Canadian former YouTuber and animator notorious for his disturbing claymation videos containing gory and violent content. His early internet activity in 2016 involved posting clay gore art on Instagram before starting his YouTube channel later that year. Dolly Flesh's animations often featured characters like the serial killer-inspired Itchy the Clown and extremely graphic stop-motion scenarios. His most controversial moment came in 2019 when he uploaded a video depicting the torture and killing of 3 pet hamsters. And I'm not talking about a claymation video, I'm talking about a real video. This led to his arrest and charges of animal cruelty and abuse. He ultimately received an 18-month conditional sentence and years of supervision, though he showed little remorse. Allegations from former friends revealed Dolly Flesh had an obsession with violent crimes and had engaged in weird behavior like sending nude photos to classmates. Despite being diagnosed with severe autism and previously admitting to killing a baby duck, Dolly Flesh maintained an online presence creating disturbing content until his 2019 arrest led to the termination of his main YouTube channel. His case sparked outrage and protests, calling for harsher punishments for his cruel actions towards animals. Antoon. Anton Severtnik, better known as Antoons, is an Estonian YouTuber known for his animated series Deathbed and YouTube animations. His Deathbed series features parodies depicting popular characters on their last day, symbolizing Antoons' views that the franchises are being milked by creating poor content that hurts the characters' reputations. Antoons has faced several controversies and criticisms. He was accused of tracing others' artwork without permission in his animations, which he defended as a transformative practice. His provocative political cartoons have drawn scrutiny, which claims that he expresses discriminatory views in his animations. An argument with teenage artist Puppyshan after he questioned their gender identity led to harassment from their followers. There are allegations of Antoon sending explicit drawings to the minor YouTuber Just Stop, which he claimed was meant to expose hypocrisy around explicit fan art. He also gained controversy when he faked a commission from Butch Hartman, drawing his character burning a transgender pride flag as an April Fool's joke. Antoons also defended the morality of drawn pornographic depictions of minors in conversations with Harley TBS. He has made response videos addressing the various controversies surrounding his content and views. Antoons' background includes being allegedly kidnapped by his father as a child before pursuing animation from a young age. Sprite Cranberry. Birdie, born September 22, 2004, making them currently 19 years old, has a background of being diagnosed with autism, borderline personality disorder, and experiencing monthly psychotic episodes. They identify as transgender, gay, asexual, aromantic, and dark romantic. As an active online artist and animator, Birdie became known for creating disturbing, explicit, and controversial content featuring violent and pornographic depictions of fictional characters like their personas Polly, Pessy, Lasagna Bird, and Pinkylicious. Over the years, Birdie had numerous YouTube channels deleted or terminated due to uploading such controversial videos and animations. Diving deeper into Birdie's checkered past reveals a long history of interpersonal controversies, inappropriate relationships, and persistent allegations of abuse, obsessive, and disturbing behavior both online and offline. Their on-again, off-again relationship with Heimguts from 2017 to 2019 was extremely toxic, with claims of abuse from both sides. Birdie became obsessively fixated on Heimguts, even fantasizing about kidnapping and murdering them at one point. This obsession culminated in Birdie organizing a doxing campaign against Heimguts on Discord in 2020, before later apologizing in 2021. With their ex, Racco, Birdie was accused of pressuring them into an unwanted polyamorous relationship with Cat X, leaving Racco feeling neglected before their 2020 breakup. After the split, Racco leaked damaging information about Birdie, including their admitted past animal abuse of a pet ferret years earlier when Birdie claimed they were being groomed. The ferret incident fueled allegations that Birdie engaged in zoophilic behavior. Racco would later retract some of these claims. Birdie's relationship with Kitty Dog in 2017 was another point of controversy, with Birdie making numerous inappropriate posts about Kitty Dog, expressing an intense fixation, while Kitty Dog accused Birdie of grooming behavior that was denied. Perhaps the most alarming incident was Birdie briefly dating a 13-year-old named Draghi in 2020 when Birdie was 16, sharing pornographic content with the minor before Draghi accused Birdie of grooming. Throughout this tumultuous period, Birdie exhibited obsessive behavior that ruined many friendships and relationships. Their channels were repeatedly terminated for hosting graphic and disturbing content like the notorious Pretty Little Psycho animation video. Birdie took a hiatus in 2021 after a self-harm incident that led to them being forced by parents to briefly detransition. They also weathered persistent trolling and doxing attempts over the years from detractors appalled by their actions. Even Birdie's brief stint on the controversial Dice.org server space for questionable individuals like pedophiles created more backlash. While Birdie has cited their struggles with mental health conditions like autism and BPD, the numerous personal accounts and leaked information involving minors, non-consensual situations, sexual content, animal abuse, and a pattern of obsessive, toxic, and disturbing behavior overshadowed any potential mitigating factors. Birdie's entire childhood and teenage years seemed continually embroiled in one controversy after another, stemming from their concerning online activities and offline actions. Julabye. So Julabye, from what I gathered, is literally just a doujin artist. Like, they make doujins. So that's pretty much all I could find on this person. They seem to have some sort of connection with Shadbase or Shadman, but I couldn't really find what it was. So yeah. Emily Eusis. Emily Rose Eusis is an internet personality and artist who has gained notoriety for her embrace of neo-Nazi and white supremacist ideologies since around 2016. Prior to this shift, she had an online presence creating weird and disturbing content. Some of her most well-known early works include Alfred's Playhouse, an animated tragedy about a pit bull with dissociative identity disorder escaping to a fantasy world, as well as deranged animated music videos for artists like Tyler the Creator and MC Bushpig. Emily previously hosted the That Emily Show miniseries on Scrapple TV, a low-budget variety show with strange music. From late 2010 to 2016, she was the frontwoman for her band Emily Pookies and the Vagrants, which started as a Gigi Allen cover project before producing original music. Emily also made a lot of cameos and collaborative appearances with other alternative creators during this earlier period. However, around 2016, Emily began adopting neo-Nazi and white supremacist views that came to define her public persona and later creative works. This caused many of her previous supporters and collaborators to distance themselves from her. Her descent into extremist ideology marked a shift in her artistic output to focus primarily on promoting those racist, anti-Semitic views through her animations and music. Emily has been characterized as a disturbed individual who had fallen off the edge in her late teens, embracing a very controversial value system that now overshadows her earlier offbeat online presence, creating content like Alfred's Playhouse and her variety show sketches. Little Cute Corpse. Little Cute Thing, also known as Little Cute Corpse or Deceased, is a Thai YouTube animator recognized for his series Pretty Blood. The series, which began on Newgrounds in 2017 and later migrated to YouTube, revolves around an anthropomorphic bear named Rinny. Rinny is depicted as a sadist who derives pleasure from torturing and killing other anthropomorphic animals, referred to as melinos or fur animals. Despite some episodes being deleted due to COPPA regulations, several remain available on YouTube, including Red Snow, Space Blubby, and Necro Worms. I couldn't really find information on a controversial thing that Little Cute Corpse has done, apart from his series being pretty dark, so yeah. Ryan Lamburn. Ryan Lamburn is the guy who made VTech Rampage, if you know about that game. If you don't know, basically VTech Rampage is a controversial amateur action video game that recreates the 2007 Virginia Tech shooting on the campus of Virginia Tech in Blacksburg, Virginia. Created by the 21-year-old from Australia, the Flash-based game came to light when it was uploaded to Newgrounds using Lamburn's screen name Master Pigpen on May 12, 2007. The game was designed to be offensive and lacked redeeming value. In 2013, Lamburn further stirred controversy with his game, The Slaying of Sandy Hook Elementary, which recreated the Sandy Hook Elementary school shooting with the intention of supporting gun control laws. Initially, Lamburn offered to remove VTech Rampage if he received donations totaling $2,000, with an apology promised if donations reached $3,000. However, he later retracted the offer, stating that it was meant as a joke against those demanding the game's removal. Yeah, it's a pretty messed up situation. Despite threats and removals, various versions of the game remain accessible through different channels. Unistar Ink Bunny. Okay, so this is an artist who makes really disturbing Sonic the Hedgehog and My Little Pony art. I'm not gonna elaborate any further. It's beyond weird. Yeah, I don't think I can show it on YouTube. Imagine Dom. Imagine Dom was pretty hard to find information on. From what I could gather, it was a YouTube channel that was created in late 2016. It uploaded a series of cryptic videos talking about religion and anti-God based philosophy. Honestly, I could make a whole video talking about the videos uploaded by Imagine Dom. They are very strange but do have meaning. From what I could gather, the overall message the creator was trying to display with these videos is that we as people should stop asking for a God or Messiah to help those who are suffering, but rather try to help them ourselves. Imagine Dom in real life were actually suffering from mental health issues, but they did get help and basically did a complete 180. And now the storytime videos, kind of. A97. A97 is a DeviantArt artist that, from what I could gather, made some weird My Little Pony and Super Mario Logan art. They apparently got banned from DeviantArt, but I couldn't find the exact reason why. I'm sorry, there was no information online on this artist. You can speculate why he was banned though. Kurt Sibling. Kurt Sibling is an artist who, again, makes some pretty explicit and disturbing art. It looks like Kurt Sibling is quite controversial and known for his provocative and offensive artwork, particularly targeting bronies and fans of Adventure Time. He's also collaborated with Chris Chan, and focuses on controversial themes like tentacle grape that, further contribute to his divisive reputation. While some may acknowledge his talent, many find his work offensive and distasteful. Avogado 6. Avogado 6 is an illustrator and animator renowned for their emotionally charged and thought-provoking art style. They gained recognition with their debut work, a PV for the song, I'm not gonna pronounce that, uploaded on June 26, 2011. Avogado 6 frequently collaborates with music producer Balloon, contributing to various Vocaloid works like Charles, among others. Beyond their contributions to the Vocaloid field, Avogado 6 is a prominent artist on Twitter, where they continue to captivate audiences with their distinctive creations. Avogado 6 does make some pretty dark art on Twitter that I can't show here on YouTube, so if you want to check it out, go ahead. Spiderbox for Affinity. This is an artist who makes, from what I could gather, very strange vor art. If you don't know what vor is, it's a paraphilia characterized by the erotic desire to either be consumed by another person or creature, or to consume them oneself. It can involve fantasies of being swallowed alive and whole, aka soft vor, as well as more extreme fantasies involving cannibalism, aka hard vor. The term vor is derived from Latin, meaning to swallow or devour, and love respectively. So yeah, this artist I think makes vor art. They also make some other animal-based art, and yeah, it's pretty strange. Coco Lukija. Kolko Lukija is a Rule 34 artist, just like Spiderbox, that posts art to the Fur Affinity website. You can guess what this website is for. And according to their Fur Affinity page, they're an artist from Ukraine. And I'm just gonna read this off their page so you can get an idea of the art that they make. Things I would definitely draw: extreme gore, snup hanging, amputation, hard fatal cooking vor, cannibalism, dissection, xeno tentacles, goo, latex. Things I'm pretty okay with: water sports, transformation, and belly inflation. Things I'm not into, but we can discuss it: machines, robots, mecha. I'm sorry, a lot of details. Things I won't do: cubs, minors, age play, and scat. Okay, at least, you know. E254E. Alright, so E254E is another DeviantArt and Fur Affinity artist, and here's their page description. Hi, how are you? I'm drawing gore, torture, and much suffering and cute things. They have a pretty cool art style, if you ask me. By the way, if you haven't noticed, the explanations are getting even more brief, because first of all, I can't really go into detail on YouTube on a lot of these topics. Who knows, maybe I'll make a Patreon in the future and post the full uncensored videos or whatever. But also, there is barely any information on the artists in these layers, apart from, you know, their art pages and the art itself. So yeah. JF Gore, Fur Affinity. As the entry suggests, this is another Fur Affinity artist. It's getting kind of stale now, I'm not gonna lie, but JF Gore, as their name suggests, is an Argentinian artist who makes gore art. In fact, here's what she says she can draw in her Fur Affinity page. Traditional quick sketch concepts, cartoon, pixel art short animations, gore, creepy, fan art, nudes, not safe for work. Linux Once. Linux Once is another Fur Affinity artist. This is their page description if you want to read it. Their art is not as disturbing as some of the others. They just do like furry prawn, so yeah. As Zenith Lee. As Zenith Lee is an artist who makes pretty disturbing art, as you can guess, but like really disturbing art. They're most famous for this image that you've probably seen floating around as a meme before, but there's an image drawn by S. Zenith Lee that explains why this girl ended up in the hospital, and it's probably one of the most disturbing pieces of art that I've ever seen. If you're eager to see it, you can find it pretty easily on Reddit, so yeah. Pirate Eagle. This page contains fetishes that may be triggering or upsetting to you, such as ABDL art, great play, ferals, gore, and other extreme content. This is your fair warning before you look through my gallery or faves. This is Pirate Eagle's Fur Affinity description. Pirate commissions content with extreme fetishes, such as grape, snuff, diaper, gore, water sports, and many other extreme kink themes. BC Guro. Just off this person's name, I think you can guess what kind of art they make. BC Guro makes Guro art that I definitely can't show on YouTube, and that's gonna become a trend as we go even more down in the iceberg. Actually, most of the entries on these parts of the iceberg are Guro artists, which is kind of disappointing, but some of them are still interesting. BC Guro's art is especially foul though, like, yeah. Their Pixiv.net description reads, "Hello, I'm an artist focusing specifically on R18 content. However, I may do some safe for work content from time to time. I mainly love drawing cute Mo anime girls being brutalized." Mariano66. Mariano66 is an artist that makes, from what I could gather, comics. Just to give you an idea, I found a comic by them named Dog Family's Incest Story, and it's just what you could expect from this. This is what I can show from the comic. Their Ink Bunny profile reads like this. "Hello, I'm new here. I'm just a vampire wolf guy who likes to draw furry stuff and prawn furry material as well. I guess I will have a lot of fun uploading my artwork here, and I hope you would enjoy my artwork." SN2CN. This is a pretty obscure Japanese artist that makes strange art revolving around this little girl in particular. Yeah. Their Pixiv page description reads, "I like cute, from heartwarming to Riona." Espar Dark. So here's another Guro artist. I'm pretty sure they're Japanese, and yeah, that's about it. They make Guro art and lolly art. Yeah, I forgot to mention that they make lolly art. Jawweek Draws. So Jawweek Draws is an obscure artist that posts lolicon, BDSM, humiliation, pet play stuff. It's very disturbing and I think I've lost all my sanity. Shy Cohen 7. Shy Cohen is a hentai artist that posts their art on Twitter. Yeah, I'm calling it Twitter, not X. And yeah, they make some pretty normal hentai stuff. Some Shotacon, which, you know, it is what it is. But also like some pretty gory Pokemon art too. So yeah. Nurit Jani. Nurit Jani is another hentai artist that makes pretty normal content. Like, I couldn't find anything out of the ordinary from what they were posting, at least on Twitter. I couldn't find them on any other website either, so yeah. Poofy Boogaloo? Yeah, I couldn't find anything on this artist, sorry. Never mind, I was able to find their Twitter, and it's just really messed up Pokemon art. Endless Eden, Barag. Endless Eden is a very strange artist, to say the least. They make extreme zoophilia art and post it on this website named Barag. Most of the time, the art is of well-known animal cartoon characters taking stuff up their backside, but like in a very disturbing manner. It's just extremely weird art that I can't show here on YouTube. I think I can show this one though. Also, all of the artists on this tier have Pixiv in parentheses, and that's because they all post on the aforementioned website Pixiv. So yeah. James Kawasaki. James Kawasaki is an artist that makes some pretty cool and real looking art of this girl in particular. Sadly, most of it involves the girl being molested while sleeping and disturbing stuff like that. Yeah. So this is a Chinese artist. I'm assuming that because of their name. They post disturbing adult content. Some of the tags they use in their works include decapitated head, beheading, amputation, guro. The thing with this artist is that their art is actually really good, but pretty much all of their art is decapitated girls getting raped. So yeah, it's not really a nice thing to look at. Their Pixiv description reads like this. Keep in mind this is translated, and Google Translate is not perfect. Currently, I can only contribute to Pixiv and Fanbox. Please send a private message to request a manuscript. Reproduction and dissemination of this work is prohibited. Thank you. Yeah. Alright, so this is another Guro artist that makes a lot of decapitated head art. Their art is very bloody and features a lot of eyeballs, and is sometimes uncomfortable and sometimes just kind of nice and surreal looking. This is a manga artist that makes some, normal content and also adult content. I couldn't find any like fetish or Guro content that they made. Their page is pretty clean, so I'm kinda confused with this one. This artist's Pixiv description literally translates from Japanese to physics and medicine. Now, this is one of the artists with the most disturbing art in this iceberg. They make very accurate Guro art, It involves a lot of torture, a lot of amputation, a lot of internal organs. It is what it is. This Japanese artist does cool, surreal art, but also does not safe for life Guro art. They have some eerily real looking art that I'm not completely sure if I can show on YouTube, but I'd rather not risk it. But again, their art is very photorealistic. I kind of wonder how they do it. This artist does not safe for work art. That's pretty much it. They make some hentai art, but most of the stuff they make are just fun sketches, aesthetic art. I couldn't find any disturbing aspects about this artist, so yeah. Okay, so this artist does very bloody art, to say the least. They're a Guro artist that makes some pretty abstract art, if I can describe it that way. I don't get why this entry is slower than some of the other entries though. Alright, so we've reached the final tiers. All of these artists in the final tiers, except for one, have Guro-shan in parentheses. And that's not only because they make Guro art, but they post it on this website called Guro-shan, where, as you can guess, you can find a lot of Guro art. So, yeah, let's get into it. Shining Grifter Kuruki. This is an artist or a character, I'm not sure, that makes art of primarily this character. I can't tell if this is an original character or a character from a series, but yeah, they make very unnerving art of this character and they post it on DeviantArt and Reddit. I can't tell if this character is what this entry is referring to because almost all the posts showcasing it are titled Shining Grifter Quirky, but yeah. Okay, so after looking into it a little bit more, I found that this is actually a character named Shining Glitter Cookie from the video game Cookie Run Kingdom. Honestly, I don't think I want to look into this Shining Grifter Cookie thing more though. I don't think this is a rabbit hole I want to go down. Black Bible. I was able to find some pretty disturbing content when searching this entry, but I wasn't able to find the specific artist called Black Bible, so my bad. Anguro Kraken. Okay, Anguro Kraken makes some extremely disturbing gore art of mostly women and posts them on Guroshan with sometimes descriptions and stories accompanying the art. Again, their art involves a lot of internal organs. Yeah, just general depravity. Zero. Okay, I couldn't find anything on this artist, so let's move on. Forbidden Hornet and No Reality. And these two final artists just post even more depraved Guro art, involving a lot of decapitation, internal organs, girls being impaled, sexual harassment, you know, that kind of stuff. So that was the disturbing internet artist iceberg. If you somehow enjoy the video, I don't know how you could enjoy a video like this, but, you know, subscribe for more content. I know it is a little bit disappointing that the bottom tiers were all just Guro artists, but again, I'll definitely make a revamp Iceberg Explain if another interesting one comes out. Alright, bye, see you guys in the next video.